Friday, July 7th, 2023, at 5:36 PM. Do I have a motion to open this meeting? Okay, motion? Do I have a second? Okay. All opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next, we'll go ahead and call roll call.
Thank you. René Cantú,
Present?
Norma Treviño,
Present.
Romeo Robles Jr., Lucio Gaitán, Victor Alvarez,
Here.
Olga Cardosa, Lisa Núñez,
Here.
Carla Beltrán, Danny Smith, Marco Gonzalez,
Here.
Sabrina Garcia.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay. Can I have action on excusing the absent members? Can I have a motion?
I move.
Move, okay.
A second.
Motion seconds, okay. Any opposition? Any opposition?
No.
Okay, motion carries. We'll go on to the next portion of the meeting, which is the public meeting, the public hearing of the Community Development Grant Program of 2023. At this time, we do we have anybody registered for the public comment?
Yes, sir, we do.
Okay. We'll go ahead and proceed.
I'm the only one?
Yes.
But it was- so then, okay.
Good evening. My name is Lupe Chavez. I reside in South Pharr or Las Milpas. I do have opposition to people being absent if there's not going to be a reason, especially Ms. Cardosa, who is a personal friend. I would like to know why people aren't showing up to these important meetings. I came here to address what has been solicited in terms of input. I believe because of irresponsible city spending, that we shouldn't be engaging our important federal HUD funds towards economic development when the city has already engaged in spending millions on fiber network and internet service that apparently nobody's buying, and also an EMS service which went bankrupt. People don't pay their medical bills. We live in a very poor region. So we've already invested millions in needless spending. So I don't trust this board or any of the city employee for that matter, or any elected official in economic development when I don't see any of the education level or business experience that would lead me to have any confidence. So in terms of the public facility needs, we already have senior centers, we have youth centers, childcare. Those are duplicate services that are provided by UTRGV, STC, PSJA. Those are services we don't need to provide because they're provided by other members, and responsible parents should take into consideration the cost of childcare when deciding to have families. Thomas Road.
Thank you. Your time is already up.
Thomas
But-
Road needs fixing. It needs drainage.
Okay.
And if these
There's a
things aren't
1 minute,
addressed-
1.5
if these
minute
things aren't
time.
addressed,
We have a
we are going to
1-minute limit,
de-annex
not our
on Las
folks.
Milpas. Thank you. Okay, we will de-annex if these concerns are not met.
Thank you.
For allowing me this little
Yes.
additional time, okay?
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chavez.
All right, do we have anybody else for public comment today? All right, thank you, Mr. Chavez. No? Okay. We'll go ahead and move on to the administrative part. I need a motion to approve the minutes of February 17th, 2023.
I move to approve the minutes.
Okay, I
Second
have
the
a motion.
motion.
I have a motion, I have a second.
Second motion.
Okay. Any opposition? Going once, going twice? Okay, motion carries. Okay, now we're going to be having the action of any presentation by agencies. So we'll go ahead and have administration dive into that.
Good evening, Commissioners. We don't have any of the agencies here to present them, but we will be presenting them on their behalf. We're gonna go through each one. So the first agency that submitted their application for funding was Silver Ribbon. They requested 8,000 for their services. We gave them 3,000 last year. We're proposing 15,000 for that agency. And I don't know if you want to give them a little background on Silver
Yes,
Ribbon?
Silver Ribbon, these are, they're providing senior services in the form of rental assistance and utility assistance, as well as meals. They've been a good performer, so we're proposing to up the amounts so that they can continue to service a priority. It's a service that, you know, they've been doing pretty good, so that's what we're asking to approve for these guys.
I'm sorry, can I ask, what was the amount that they're requesting?
They requested 8,000. Prior year was 3,000, and CDBG team recommends the 15,000 after discussing it with their staff, and they have the capacity to exhaust those funds.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
The next agency is Children's Advocacy. They requested 15,000. Last year, they received 15,000, and we're proposing to give them 15,000 for this upcoming year. And then
Yes, and these are abused and neglected children that they service countywide, and that includes, you know, the city of Pharr.
the next agency is AVE. They're a new agency. We have not provided them with any funding in the past, and this agency's full name is AVE, a Vehicle of Engagement Frontera. And there's
Yes, this is a new agency. They were requesting 45,000. We want to give them an opportunity and get them started at 5,000. They're providing general public services, targeting educational services through their agency. They do have other line items in order, and you know they meet the criteria. So we want to take a chance with them, and with your approval, we can do the 5,000.
the next agency is Amigos del Valle. They requested 65,000. Last year we provided them with 20,000, and we are recommending 30,000 for this year.
Again, Amigos del Valle is Meals on Wheels. They've been performing for many years already through their services, and you know a lot of their seniors they come through from the city. So 30,000 is what we're asking to get approved. It's a little bit more than the last year, so we're confident they can spend their money.
The next agency is the Area Agency on Aging. They requested 20,000. We provided them 4,000 last year. We are proposing to recommend 30,000 for this agency.
And these are services that would be medical services and meals as well for seniors and for the city of Pharr.
And lastly, we have Valley Metro, which requested 60,000. We provided them 60,000 last year, and we're proposing to continue with the 60,000.
Transportation services countywide. These guys, you see them everywhere. So they've been one of our better performers for many years already. So, and that totals, what is it, one?
And then just to give you a breakdown on the funding, so this year's proposed allocation is 1,172,535. The cap for public services 15%. We estimated based on that budget 163,028. Of that, the proposed public services is only 155,000. Then we have it's 234,507 for administration, 400,000 for the repayment of the Section 108 loan, 245,000 for the Housing Authority Wi-Fi program, and 130,000 for the Housing Rehab and Reconstruction Program. With them, we've kept an option of doing either two rehabs or one reconstruction, only because we're still behind on some of their projects. So we're not providing a lot of the funding for them, even though we do have a major need for them. But we're only proposing that amount to cover either two rehabs or one reconstruction until we can catch up. Because we still have older monies that we're trying to spend for them. And that's it.
By older monies, you mean from previous year grant?
Previous years,
Okay.
that's correct.
So you need to exhaust those before?
Yes,
Okay.
before we can start spending. So in order to continue helping, because we do have a large list of residents that are on our wait list for
Okay.
repairs or, their houses are reconstruction. So we're still trying to keep them on there, but lower their funding to allow them time to perform.
And those are in the city of Pharr?
Yes, only
Okay.
City of Pharr
Only city.
residents,
Okay.
yes.
Just
Okay.
needed to ask. Thank you.
Any other questions on the agencies?
Your recommendations?
On the fiber optics, I do have a question. I know that the city of Pharr has, not the city of Pharr, the school district, PSJ has sent out letters to some parents letting them know that the services are going to be free
Yes.
if they have a child enrolled within the district. Do we have an estimated amount as to how much they are going to?
Yes, actually, the amount that we're proposing in here is the amount that was estimated for the Housing Authority.
For the housing?
And
Okay.
those are just for PSJA students.
Okay,
Yes, it had already been approved through City Commission, and there was an agreement with the PSJA School District. And so in partnership with the Housing Authority, we're gonna be providing the services to the PSJA students within the Housing Authority.
okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Okay.
Then that's it.
That's the next one.
Yeah. And
Oh, no, that's, okay.
And then we're just, your recommendation on those.
Okay.
Any approval or?
Okay. Do I have any questions from the board? Okay. Then at this time, I want a consideration to recommend the 2023 Annual Action Plan. I need a motion to,
A motion
Move.
to approve? to
okay.
move.
I have a motion to consider this annual plan by,
Second.
have a motion, have a second. Any opposition? Okay. A second, okay. Again, motion carries for the recommendations from the CBD staff for the 2023 Annual Action Plan. Okay. At this time, we don't have any other business. I'll go ahead and move to adjourn this meeting of the CBDG Community Council.
I second it.
Second, okay. Meeting, it's over at 5:38. I have a motion, have a second. Any opposition?
No.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you very much for your time, and will keep us posted on the emails, and appreciate everyone's effort to be here on a Friday.